Please control yourselves. Control yourselves. I'm just really overwhelmed. I'm really overwhelmed. Well, okay, everybody. Whoa, yeah. Well, welcome to the Scott Kersner Show. This episode is going to be on the art of blab. That seems like that might be a contradiction in terms, but where would radio be if there were no art of blab? Where would theater be? The art of blab. So we're going to try to do some artful blab, and we're going to take a look at some of the issues that concern me. Obviously, we're going to do that because this is my show. I get to have the concerns. I get to express them, and hopefully you'll listen to them and enjoy hearing me. Others have in the past, and I hope thank you. Yeah, and I hope that you will be among them. The occasional followers of this show when it amuses you to listen. Okay, today I wanted to talk about Facebook. And well, first of all, I didn't join Facebook until I got involved in low power radio. Got interested in radio. I've been involved in theater for years, but not in radio. And our local community has a radio station that some of us object to because it's church run. That's a long story. But internet radio is there's plenty of religious based programming on internet radio, but it doesn't govern it. And so I did not want to be the voice of the church. I didn't want to be one of the little voices of the church. And but I do enjoy, well, the art of blab, of storytelling. I've been a reporter. I'm still a reporter covering financial services, and I like to blab about that. And the thing about blabbing in print is that nobody hears you. And so here on the radio, we have a chance not just to blab, but to be heard blabbing, and hopefully to develop a voice that people want to listen to, and will tell their friends, boy, you got to hear this guy talk. He just has, well, the art of blab. So anyway, what are we going to blab about? Well, Facebook. I started to say something about Facebook, and now I'll get back to continuing to say something about Facebook. See, the thing about Facebook is that we've been told about a studio that says Facebook may be making you sad. Huh. Well, if you look at the difference, in the world of media, and the broadcast media, you don't have to be continually comparing yourselves with others. You can go into a studio, go into your office studio, which I'm doing now, and start talking, and you can imagine whatever you want to about who's listening or whoever will be listening, because after all, we can record these programs, and then people can ask for them. You can send it to them as as an email attachment. Click here and listen to the art of blab. Well, the problem with Facebook is that you are always comparing yourself to others. You don't have a voice alone. You have a one among many. And of course, on internet radio, that's true too, because there's a record of who listens to you. But you don't have to check out the stats on it if you don't want to. And you can imagine, hey, hi there, Vladivostok. Hello, all my buddies and sweethearts in London, and in Omaha, Nebraska, and in Puerto Vallarta. I'm glad you're listening in. Now, who's going to contradict you, The stats may not reflect that, but as I say, you don't have to check the stats. Whereas on Facebook, it's all out there. And according to a study from researchers at the University of Michigan, which was published in the Public Library of Science, you can look that up on the internet, the more you use Facebook, the more unhappy you are likely to be. Everyday Facebook use leads to declines in subjective well-being, both how happy you feel from moment to moment and how satisfied you feel with life, says Ethan Cross, who's an assistant professor of psychology at the University of Michigan and co-author of the study, which he then told, to ABC News about his study. What Cross and his fellow researchers did was analyze the moods and habits of 82 young adults, active Facebook users with mobile phones whose average age was 20 over the course of 2 weeks. Boy, oh boy, that right there. At the age of 20, you can be excited, elated about one thing and feel totally depressed at the next. So I'm not sure that has anything to do with Facebook. That has to do with the age group. But anyway, they followed these people over the course of 2 weeks, these 20-year-olds. They texted each participant 5 times a day at random intervals and got feedback about their feelings, worries, loneliness, Facebook usage, and real-life interactions with other people. What they found was, according to this study that was shared with ABC News, what they found that was Facebook users are more connected with their friends and acquaintances than those not on Facebook, but the more frequently people use Facebook, the worse they felt immediately afterwards. Well, why would that be? Well, I'll read the story here and see more about that. They found that the more they used Facebook over the course of 2 weeks, the less satisfied and happy they were with their lives as a whole. So interestingly, the so-called Facebook effect that Koss describes is not related to baseline mood or loneliness. And what he said is, it's not the case that people using Facebook more when they feel bad. He says it's something unique about Facebook use that makes people feel worse. Wow. I just started using Facebook and I'm starting to wonder, deep down inside, there's a 20-year-old in all of us. I'm way past that. Or we're deep within inside us, there's a 5-year-old as far as that goes. So if I go to that place, and I'm kind of going to this place right now as I'm talking to you, bringing out the 20-year-old, well, it's kind of upsetting. Do you guys want to hear more about this? All right, then studio audience says, yes, you want to hear more about it, so I will go on and tell some more about this. Yeah. Okay, wait a minute. Enough of that. I cut the audience off in the mic because I don't want to listen to that cheering anymore. It's not making me feel more cheerful, so if it's not making me more cheerful, why should I listen to it? Consider that. Okay, so anyway, the study with the 82 participants out of Facebook's more than 1 billion. Wow, there are more than 1 billion Facebook users. And that study relied only on anecdotal reports and was done by text messaging, as I said earlier, and that there were other independent studies that have found similar results, though. Gutenberg University in Sweden, Western Illinois University, Utah Valley University, that people looked at the over-curated digital lives of their other friends, compared themselves to what they see, and then feel a decrease in self-esteem. Yeah, well, for instance, the son of my next-door neighbor just shared some photos that were emailed to her from her son from London. He went to London to be a part of somebody's wedding. And he's sitting in this pub. Very nice looking pub, nice looking church. I mean, some churches over in England knock your socks off. Whoa. So here I am. She sticks this under my nose. And the first thing I thought is, wow, he's just a kid compared to me. He's in his 20s, and he's over in London, and here I am. I'm at home. I was feeling pretty good till she stuck that photo under my nose, and so all of a sudden I had this twinge of envy that I wasn't in London doing that stuff. So, and it says here, when you're browsing, you see people depict glowingly positive stuff. There is a social comparison process at play. Now consider if you're 22, 23, 25, and you know my next door neighbor's son, and you're sitting in your room, let's say in Barstow, California, or something like that, or, just Daly City or California. I'm probably giving you a hint here as to my geographical location because I've been talking about California and then getting closer to Northern California. Well, actually, I live in Sonoma County, and it's considered one of the best places on earth to live. Okay, so I have to have a moment of gratitude here. Sonoma County. I'm in the beautiful countryside. Not countrywide, countryside. And I'm looking out the window and I see all these beautiful trees. If I look at the other, more beautiful trees. Some of them we planted 30 years ago, and they're big and beautiful now. Hello, fig tree. Hello, what is that one called there with the pink blossoms? My wife knows. I keep forgetting. Well, I forget a lot of things. But anyway, I look around and it's a beautiful, beautiful view that I have out the window. And yet I have this twinge. Now, I've been to London, and actually London it's just a city, okay? I've been to plenty of cities, too, other than London, and never been to Paris. Boy, if this photo was from Paris, which I've never been to, I've been in France, but I haven't been in Paris, then I'd have a reason to feel envy. But I've been in pubs, been in London, been in pubs in Ireland, and a lot of them. And pubs are nice, but why would I feel envy about that? Because I can go back there, I could, fly to London and go be in a pub. Why do I feel this twinge? Well, because he's 25, and his mother showed me this photograph to say, see where my son is doing, and no. The thing is, that people feel left out, said Dr. Sudhita Varma, clinical assistant professor of psychiatry at New York University and a private practice psychiatrist in Manhattan. There is this imagination or fantasy that other people's lives are better, and you can trigger that. Now, I don't envy anybody that's 25. When I think of a 25, first of all, I was a know-it-all. I'm not saying that this young man's a know-it-all. I was. Just out of graduate school, I knew stuff that only a very few people in the world even cared to know. And I thought that I was better than other people in my profession and so on. And so there was a lot of comparison going on that doesn't go on for now. I mean, so what? It's one of my favorite expressions. So what? I mean, get over it, as I tell myself and others. Take a deep breath and all that stuff. But people who spend a lot of time on Facebook looking at their exes, their frenemies. Have you heard that name, frenemies? Friends that are enemies, or